is the conspiracy, a mysterious eyeball disc thing that was first revealed in Sombra's origin story. Now, we have no idea what it is. Allegedly, it's just an entity that's responsible for the downfall of Overwatch, presumably. But do you know what it actually is? What if I told you the conspiracy is a secret organization that wants to create a second Omnic crisis for economic benefit? I will explain. Sombra is after the conspiracy. We know that. She has a giant web of people and things. Sombra is also with Talon. Talon is a terrorist organization that's evil. Talon is also looking for an artifact. Now, what artifact? I don't know. But Venture is an archaeologist. At the end of Tangle with Talon, Sombra makes contact with Venture. Now, Sombra doesn't really say why she needs Venture in that specific moment, but she claims that they're useful. Now, why on earth would Sombra need Venture of all characters? I think I know why. Venture works with the Wayfinders, a organization of archaeologists that find their way to artifacts. Here's where we get crazy. Vanadium was found in an archaeological dig site that was being operated and digged at by the Wayfinder Society. And this vanadium is an oasis. Hazard broke into Oasis to obtain the vanadium. Now, it's important to note the vanadium is purple. Do you know what else is purple? Ramatra. Ramatra's technology is a very distinct purple color. Null Sector's technology, Ramatra's, was made a point of importance. The story mission Resistance, and it's been stated / shown to be quite mysterious and unknown, but it is purple, very purple. The power lines are very glowy lavendery, and there's a dark purple and very blackness that's very evident and similar in hue to the vanadium. Now here's an interesting development. In the animated short, A Great Day, Doomfist wants to create a power thingy. And to fuel this power thingy, he needs Ramatra's Null Sector ship ball thing. That thing. And it's a very specific purple color, and it was black in this specific form, like the vanadium. It's clear that Doomfist wants this energy to be obtained in secret, or doesn't want Ramatra to know that he's taking it, because Ramatra and Doomfist / Talon are working together. So why didn't Doomfist ask Ramatra for the technology? Why did he have to steal it? Sombra also looked quite admiringly at that core powered thingamajiggy, so maybe it truly is what she's looking for. Here's one other interesting thing. There's one object in lore that we know for sure that Talon was after that was purple, that was dropped in a ambiguous snowy location and a very particular lavender glow to it. The cube. So yes, the Trainhopper cube, I believe, is vanadium. And it is very much possible that Ramatra, who was exploring out of, I don't know, and he found the cube wherever the hell it was dropped off at, and he thought, that's cool. So yes, Ramatra's technology, I think, or at least the power source, is the cube, which is also the vanadium. Here's another question. Where did that cube come from? We know the vanadium isotope was kind of found just laying somewhere in ambiguous archaeological dig site. It was Petrus. So vanadium isotope is just kind of around, I think. So whoever found the vanadium, probably some other wayfinder or some other scientist, it might actually be Recon, I don't fucking know, put the vanadium in a stable form within the cube. It was being transported somewhere, and Talon wanted it because they want the vanadium to fuel the power thingy that Doomfist is making for mysterious reasons. I think Talon is working with the conspiracy. Because Talon is working with the conspiracy to create a power thing, which will use the power of the Vanadium to reawaken Anubis somehow, and because all of the Omnics in the invasion are subjugated with hats on their heads, their brains are now off and their bodies are empty, so that means Anubis can come in and can control their bodies, and therefore that creates a second Omnic crisis, and because of the Vanadium is super cool and powerful, and it's the only thing that can fuel the power thing for contrived reasons, the Omnics and ergo Anubis is super cool and powerful, so now this crisis is stronger than the previous one. And because of the invasion already misplaced society, and also important thing to note, it was Talon that funded this invasion. Society is collapsed, and from the ashes arises capitalism 2, New World Order. And the conspiracy is going to give money to Talon, and Talon has new power in the New World Order capitalism sequel. Okay, but how is Talon actually connected to the conspiracy? How is that working? Consider the following. Moira. Moira is a member of Talon, inner council member of Talon. Moira also works at Oasis. She brought the Vanadium to the Ministry of Genetics, where she is the minister of, so she can carefully control and monitor and study the Vanadium and keep the wrong eyes from looking at it. In the short story, Lucky Man, it is Sombra who sends Soldier to Oasis, where Moira is, when he wants more answers as to what the conspiracy is. Suspicious, eh? So yes, the conspiracy is the bad guy of Overwatch, and they're going to destroy the society, not the world, probably, the society. And this will lead into Overwatch 3, where we'll finally get a story campaign, for real this time, not cancelled, definitely for real. We'll get more microtransactions and more Kiriko skin. So, the epic climax / conclusion finale of Overwatch story is Ramatra and Neo Overwatch and Sombra's new gang, which will have Soldier, Hazard, Iliadi, and Venture, and they will all get together to band against Talon and the conspiracy, and then they're gonna beat them up, and then Overwatch 4. That's just a theory. A game theory.